Okay, let's get started. As I was saying right before this, as a little preface, I definitely want to start the collab story, and that's what we're gonna do today. I just don't. I'm kind of nervous because my characters aren't really built, and I want to get through the collab to get the free Saya. So yeah, you're gonna have to bear in mind with me as I struggle through this. Maybe. I don't know how difficult it's gonna be. Again, like, my builds for my characters are pretty... They're they're not naked. They have sets on, but... And I finally, like, I think am more happy with, like, the sets I have on them. I'm slowly getting through the story. We just finished Chapter 4 recently. And again, if you've stuck with me through my past Morimens videos, I was explaining that, yeah, like, I've had the game installed for, like, a year or so. And the first half of the year, I was just logging in and doing nothing, just doing the dailies and hopping off, not progressing the campaign. Or, I mean, besides like day one, I did like the prologue, and that's it. I did the prologue, and I think I did. Did I do chapter 1? I don't remember. Let me see. No, I didn't. I did the prologue, I remember. And I had stopped, and that was like for the first half of the year, and I was just doing that entire time. But yeah, that second half I kind of been trying to like get more into it and like actually playing the game more seriously. I'm still learning a shit ton, so again, bear in mind with me. Uh, I did finally break the habit of autoing in the game. I know someone got after me on that when I uploaded one of my previous videos. Uh, Freaking mean, dude. Uh, but yeah, we're not doing autoing anymore. Uh, but I still don't know what I'm doing. Even with the current teams I've been playing, like, for example, my favorite team... I mean, we just learned how to use this team. I kind of know what to do on this team a little bit, I think. It's a poison team, so it's kind of pretty self-explanatory. This is, like, my favorite team that I was using for a while. I kind of changed up the lineup a little bit. I got Kaikus out, and I put Miriam instead. But I still don't know how to, like, funny enough, like, actually play the game. I'm not, like, bonking my head and, like, trying to, like, push buttons and it, like, kills things instantly. I still want to, like, learn how to play this team. Now, for this event, I don't even know what team I want to use. Again, like, my builds are just not... They're not ready. So I'm not sure if I want to use my... Maybe I should try using my... This team? I could try. I know the sacrifice stuff is kind of... I have to be careful with that so I don't kill myself. And whatnot. But... Yeah. I think we should just get started and see how it goes. Again, I don't know how long the collab story is. I don't know how difficult it's gonna be, but we're gonna try. We're gonna see what's up. And yeah, it's been, you know, I still don't even have my free Saya, by the way, either. So that's why we gotta do this. Plus, we get those summons once we're done. And also to preface this, I really don't know too much about Saya no Uta, or Song of Saya, right? In English, I think that's what it's called in English. Funny enough, before when I did like a tad bit of like at least like to read the synopsis about the story, or at least like it's definitely a horror series for sure, right? I did find out that, I mean, I was kind of curious because I actually wanted to like see, like, maybe to see if like if I do pick up the game, maybe I could like stream it. But that's probably not a good idea because I heard like the game actually the OG game actually had some nudity and it actually had a lot of gore. So I was like, okay, maybe it's not a good idea. I heard the Steam version is safer, but I'm not sure 100% on that. I heard it's fine, but I think the gore is still there. So I would have to, like, if I ever did stream it one day, I would have to turn on the mature section, or the content classification and stuff, the mature content classification for the game. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna read it. I'm just curious about the series because I don't know, being a horror story and it being by, is it Gan Urobuchi? If I'm remembering it correctly. Hey, the guy's a legend, right? Knows how to make some crazy ass stories. So I was just curious about it. So yeah, that was a quick little preface. Enough yapping from me. Let's get started. Let's see what this is about. Again, I think it's horror, right? I don't know what the frick happens in the story, but it says, please do not forget, the first seed that learned to love in the long-forgotten spring. Blood? I don't know what... I don't know what this like what that says. It says blood war? Bloody war. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know. In 1,000 dreams, you take her hand. A hidden current passes through your bond, tracing a loop that never fades. Heed its call, find her, reach her, even as you drown in crimson. Oh, and one other thing, I did hear that it's annoying, that it has an annoying mechanic where it blocks out your cards or something. I don't know how I'm going to bypass that. I don't think I have a card in my current lineup, or my my posse, to bypass that. So I might be screwed. We'll see. Heed its call, find her. Hmm. Oh, they're putting the music video on instantly, huh? The song? The English version, too. I hear the story is like super fucked up. Like really, really fucked up. Like the OG story. What they call a fated encounter. Tiny little miracle. Okay. Song of perennial wandering. Please do not forget the first seed that learned to love in the early days of spring. So, like, from, like, me imagining things, again, I was, like, looking at stuff. It makes me believe, like, the MC in the original story, like, I don't know, it said he got in a car crash. And I don't know if he just started, like, hallucinating shit or whatever. Or if someone died or his family member died in the car crash. I don't know what happens. Like, honestly, I don't. I didn't look up spoilers or anything. But I don't know what he experiences, if it's all in his head or if it actually becomes reality, or if it is in his head and it suddenly magically becomes reality. I don't know. Like, I actually have no clue. But yeah, the world becomes like fucked up or something. I don't know if Saya like turns the world into like a meat planet. Like she's like able to like she's like able to like manipulate. She's kind of like from the Avatar series a little bit. She's like a meat bender or whatever. She could like turn things into other things or meat or whatever. or like other. Let's transform them or something. And I don't know if the whole planet. Again, I don't know if this is in the main character's head or not, but it's like the whole planet becomes like just fucking like a gory mess of blood and just guts and shit, and everything's just, yeah, all messed up. So I'm surprised. I mean, I don't know. It's a horror visual novel. Pain, Syrian pain. A dark crimson floods your retinas. My head? Flickering dim light, a ringing hum echoes in your eardrums. This world can't be trusted. Everything in sight is just an illusion. Wake up now. And you know what's funny? Again, I'm not caught up on the main story, so I don't know like where this takes place within the game. Even for the collabs, I usually plop them in certain spots within the story. So there might be certain elements that I'm still missing out on. So yeah, FYI. I don't know if my camera is probably best up there still. Welcome to Mythic University, Sentient? Oh, it's taking me back to like the beginning. Or rather, welcome back to the world beyond the veil. Am I back? This is like literally the prologue from what I remember. As your assistant, I'll be with you to the very end. May the silver key light your path. Are you alright, Sentient? You're looking a bit pale. Should we drop by the infirmary? Ramona? The name catches in your throat. You can't bring yourself to say her name, the name you know so well. What the fuck? Is that Ramona? Just... What does that say? Just be safe. Why not establish a link with me? What the fuck does that say? It's a maybe. A little earlier and planned, but it shouldn't matter, right? No, something's wrong. Everything is wrong. Besides, I've been looking forward to this day for over a year now. No, that can't be Ramona. Ramona is a hideous, writhing mass of rotten flesh. She doesn't let out nauseating low groans. She doesn't ooze D-slime from every inch of her body. She doesn't stare at me with those hollow, empty eyes. No. Damn, what the... I was trying to hurry because that was kind of loud. Was that a dream? You jolt awake, drenched in cold sweat. What a strange dream. Even awake, it's still lingering in my sight. What you're seeing is flesh. Great heaving masses of it, layered and sprawling. Yeah. Crimson writhing entrails coating the walls, strangling the pillars, crawling across the windows and between the cracks of the flesh. Black liquid is seeping out. Dissolution. You've seen dissolution before, too many times, but never like this. Two distinct maladies tearing through a single body at once? Ramona? The image flashes back. Hollow black sockets, a silhouette bloated and warped. Beyond recognition, her fingers reduced to irregular appendages against your palm. I wonder what screenshot I could have for a thumbnail in this. If it's all bloody, then... No, stop. No, stop thinking. She's still out there. She has to be somewhere. Faint tremor ripples through your mind, almost imperceptible. Instinctively, you reach for the source. It's not Ramona. You could recognize Ramona with your eyes closed. Her spirit waves calm and soft, like the surface of a still lake. Go east. Who's there? No response. With no other clues, you move toward the sound. Cross a river that reeks of rust and rot. The Scarlet Rot? You cross a river that reeks of rust and rot. You step over a membrane like earth infested with dark red tendons. Your breathing becomes labored, your nerves throb under the encroachment of those eldritch colors. Someone, anyone, get me out of this dream. It has to be a dream. That sensation is too real, but you have to believe it. You have to. Something soft and white drips under the tip of your nose. A dandelion? Step onto a boundary, a visible one, a clean, unmistakable line dividing two worlds. Beyond it, nauseating flesh and surging black sludge. Okay, you know what? I think that is pretty enough that I could take a thumbnail. Within it, a small field of dandelions. At its center, a little wooden cabin. Something stirs in the dandelion patch. Saya? Follow the motion, a white tuft is brushed aside, revealing a corner of pale fabric. She stands up. Yeah, because I don't know, man. I think, like, again, I don't know what happens. I've never read that story, but I just imagine it, if it becomes reality, that would be crazy in that story. And she, like, I can imagine her, like, turning her loved ones or whatever into, like, mounds of flesh, too. Eh, that would be messed up. Then she stands up. You know what? That's a good thumbnail. Take it. A girl, frail and airy as a dandelion. She tilts her head, observing your expression. Aren't you afraid of me? It's almost ironic. After everything that you've walked through, she is the only normal human you've seen. The only existence that isn't frightening. Then would you like to shake hands? Why? I just feel like I should. As for why, I can't quite remember. Besides, girl tilts her head, a playful smile gracing her lips. You want to touch me too, don't you? What? You do. Of course you do. After everything, the darkness, the stench, the repulsive sensory assault, how could you not want to touch the first living person you found? You reach out, touching her slender, soft fingers. Such a strange feeling. Yes, you feel it too. Along with human warmth, there's a faint sensation like a weak electric current connecting you. It's a resonance of silver cores. Okay. Memories. Okay, yeah, you see, they're all at level 55. Okay. Memory is like a seed. It holds everything within, yet reveals nothing until water coaxes it to take root and send forth shoots until the earth receives it, embraces it, and allows it to draw strength from reality. Let me see. What does it say? The higher the keeper's level, the stronger the enemies. And the rewards for Rose Strip, Gnosis, Elixir, and Affinity will see a slight increase upon completion. Is that why it's hard for me? Because my build... did I, like, counter my own self the way I, like, played the game? Seems so. And my Astral Rain levels aren't too high, actually. I'm probably gonna try this team. Again, I don't really know how to play them fully, even though they're my favorite team. I was like, you know, I'll see. I'll like teach myself. I know she has I know that it's a sacrifice team. Before you can sort through any of your questions, she speaks first. You can call me Saya. Do you know where we are? Why am I in a place like this? There's so much I can't seem to remember. You're not an ordinary person, are you? Do you have some kind of special ability? You don't answer right away. The girl named Saya lets go of your hand, takes a half a step back, her eyes narrowing as she sizes you up. You saw me and felt nothing. Why did you come here? Wait, one question at a time. From what I can tell, this is most likely a domain. And you're right, I'm not exactly ordinary. I'm an investigator from Mythic University. There's a bemused look on Saya's face. Clearly these terms mean nothing to her. It's a long story. Right now I have something more urgent to deal with. My partner Ramona, I watched something consume her. She became... You don't finish, you can't. She became a pile of flesh! Words are just hollow symbols. They can't carry what you felt in that moment. The fear that crawled up from the base of your spine. The fear of losing Ramona forever. She's irreplaceable to me. Saya's gaze goes unfocused for a moment. Irreplaceable, I see. I think I've had someone like that too. Oh, wow. That kind of... Hearing her say it like that makes it seem like she killed, like, the MC of the actual other story. Or she, like... I don't know. Forgot him or something, I don't know. She looks down, brow furrowed, murmuring to herself. There was someone, a very important person. I should remember his face. I must remember it, but when I try to picture him now, all I can see is just an outline. Just like looking through frosted glass. I know he was there. I know he mattered, but all the details have been smeared away. It's not just him. Everything else is the same. I know there's something I have to do, something important. But the memories keep fighting each other. One says he was gentle. The next says I was somewhere very dark for a long time. One says I was waiting for someone to come for me. Another says I had to do something that would frighten people. Every piece feels real, but they just don't fit together. You've seen this condition before. It isn't only her. These are documented symptoms of dissolution, clouded consciousness, fragmented memory, collapse of self-identity. I don't know which parts actually happened. I don't know which memories are really mine. Saya's fingers curl inward as if trying to grasp something that no longer exists. As she wavers, the world around her begins to shift. Watch out! You look toward the edge of the dandelion field. The flesh membrane, drenched in black sludge, is pressing inward by inch. The boundary looks less certain than it did before. Okay. Well, it really is a flesh monster. What does it say? Bizarre flesh? If this card in hand, it will transform into a sacrament at the cost of reducing the next turn's draw. Gain 2 Arithmetica and draw 2 cards. Suffer 87 sacrifice at the start of the next turn. Doing 78 sacrifice. Shield. Strength. Ears. Temporary... What does it say? Temporary strength? Minus 1331 adaption? Do I want to have the shield out? 3-turn cooldown. Cover 10%. of lost HP. Can be transformed into an obsession through ritual enhancing this command card's effects. Choose one other way to get 45 Alimus. Choose a rouse card. What is this one? Dang, I might just die already. Maybe I should do a different team. Let's see. Is this symbol the sacrifice stacks? It is, okay. Okay. What is this on him? Ancient Embers. After suffering active damage or remove an equivalent amount of Ancient Embers and restore very long. On HP, other types of damage, remove half. Let me see. Which one's the tranquil one? Oh, that one? Okay, let me see. I probably don't need to do the... Here. Oh, I can't switch back. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I don't need any more shields. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see if I can do something here. I need to be careful because I don't want to kill myself. The sacrifice? Is this the sacrifice right here? Delayed sacrifice. Okay. We lived somehow. Those things are... I don't know either, but I have a feeling the answer is somewhere in my memories. I'll find a way to get you out of this domain. We'll recover your memories, but you want to find Ramona first, right? To be honest, I think I remember us meeting someone once, and then her eyes dart away. She swallows the rest. Anyway, this Ramona, is she different? The way you are... What? She's ordinary. She probably won't be able to talk to me. A harder question than it sounds. You and Ramona are both mythic investigators, but what you carry as a keeper is something Ramona doesn't have. Since you're an awakener, I may be able to establish a link with you. Through dream resonance, you can see what Ramona looks like. Maybe she can be the lead to uncover your memories. Take Saya's hand again. You reach inward, tracing the shape of Ramona in your mind, her voice, her face, hoping the faint link between you can carry it across. Snap, the link breaks? It feels like some formless wall is blocking our link. Maybe it's related to what I have to do. I have a feeling that it's something forbidden, something I can't tell everyone. Crack of thunder splits the sky. Looks like a storm's coming. Let's rest inside for a while. In the cracks in the wooden planks, black slime occasionally floats upward, defying gravity. Saya crawls into a corner, the lower half of her face tucked against her arms. She asks quietly, "This is what you called dissolution, isn't it?" You nod. "Is that what it took my memories?" "Yes, and not just you. Countless people have lost important memories because of dissolution. Some forgot the faces of their loved ones. They spent years searching, and sometimes in that search they ended up hunting or hurting the very ones they miss. Some forgot the cities where they were born." Okay, I haven't experienced that. I don't know who that is. They drifted alone across the ocean, chasing a past they can never return to. Losing precious memories must be very painful. Saya looks out at the rain falling in thin, steady lines as if the water might wash away the black filth. I wonder what are the important things hidden in my memories. Lakasara crosses her face. He remains silent. Beyond the window, the rain falls on, soft and unceasing.
これ式のことで王女の休息を邪魔しないでちょうだい。
Love? The seed searches through text for a definition of love, but no one can quite say what love truly is, only what it is not, until the moment it strikes, like a thunderclap, without warning. You and Saya each curl into your own corner of the cabin, and the night passes in silence. At some point, exhaustion pulls you down into a heavy slumber. So cold. I hope tomorrow I can sleep in a real bed. Something settles over you in the dark. A thin blanket has been draped over you. The sky is cleared. Time to head outside? Saya stands in the dandelion field bathed in morning light. The rain has washed countless seeds loose from their stems. They've fallen onto the crimson-black earth, and some, impossibly, have already begun to sprout. Born in a night, grown in a night? From the look on your face, did something come to mind? Yes, I once saw a similar sight in the desert of Aram. The land there is blessed by the mother tree. The descendants of her lineage take root wherever they fall, growing with the wind. That sounds nice, doesn't it? But from the way you said it, you don't seem to think so. It's not my place to judge. I'm an outsider in that story. It's just that I think for most people, every stage of life matters. Neferyur? For example, he never had a real childhood, never knew what it was to be cared for by a parent. He was thrown into a war against the storm wall before any of that could happen. Saya nods, not quite certain how she understands. So for humans, the length of a life matters too. More than that, every experience, every person you meet, they all become part of the memories you carry forward. Those memories, layered over time, are what make a person who they are. You could even say that humans are vessels for memory. Even after the body is gone, memory continues passed on until the last person who holds it forgets. I see. I think I understand. Then if I die someday, will the memory of today, of being here with you like this, become part of who you are? Yes. In the shadows of Saya's frail mind, frail smile, you nod firmly. Ah, shit. Back to the flesh planet. The day passes in exploration and pacing along the boundary. Beyond the dandelion field, the same desolate landscape repeats itself in every direction. Earth is buried under flesh, unrecognizable beneath layers of red and black. Unease takes root in your chest, creeping into your thoughts. You can't force it down. If there's nothing out here, then the core of this domain can only be... It's Saya! Night falls again. Get some rest. I'm feeling a little tired. Good. I'd like to turn in early. The further we can explore tomorrow, the better. With that, you both drift off to sleep. Something wakes you, a sound or a heat. A heat that gets under your skin as if you are back in the desert. So you're saying he goes to the desert, huh? Your head is swimming. You can't tell if it's the eerie scene in front of you, or the haze drifting through the air, or the influence of the holy river. Oh shit, it's thighs. What a pity. Wasn't I the one you were hoping for? The Queen of a Ram thighs, parts the tent flap, and draws close without hesitation. Sheer fabric brushes against your arm, light as nothing. Her invitation unmistakable. Come, accept the bloodline of a ram. Become one of us? Come closer, embrace me, give me your blood, your seed. Oh. Firelight flickers in her fervent eyes, a morbid craving paints her flushed cheeks. Just one drop, when our blood and bone finally meld, she will grant us the future we desire. Let us bear progeny for our kind and flourish together in eternal. I see. You drag your reason up from somewhere deep, fighting the pull of her words. The bell that first woke you as a keeper stays silent. Then a different voice cuts through. Why? Why do you keep refusing? She's appeared from a corner of the tent without a sound. Her voice is different from usual. Something heavier lingers beneath her words, something you can't quite name. Reproduction? I think it's a good thing, the purpose of all living things. Is that what, like... Dude... Okay, I could, like, imagine something fucked up, I guess. She could, like, pretend to be somebody else in the other story. Because if I remember correctly, I think the MC in the Saya no Uta visual novel he had a girlfriend, I think. It'd be crazy if she like pretends to be someone else or something, and like the MC like gets it on with the fake, you know, somebody fake. Maybe she pretends to be the girlfriend. Maybe they're like upset or something from what I imagine. And then like dude, she could like pretend to be the girlfriend and like yeah, it's like not actually her, you know? Uh that could be kind of that'd be fucked up. Reproduction, I think it's a good thing, the purpose of all living things. But why won't you accept it? uh Why? Why do you keep refusing? Because this has nothing to do with love. This is only temptation. Temptation isn't love. Duty isn't love. Desire isn't love. Love is... The world goes out. Everything falls into a long and lightless dark. Oh. Purpose? Every life is born carrying a purpose. They gather energy, claim territory, propagate themselves. This is an instinct that admits no defiance. Grotesque dreams come for you like a tide. Ramona's figure flickers in and out, her voice pulled apart at the seams, rasping like air forged through a broken bellows. You wake with a start. Cough, cough. Saya's leaning against the cabin door, coughing softly. Saya, your hand. Flesh studded with black. Sludge has wormed through the gaps in the door and wound itself around her wrist. Changes like these aren't what I'm worried about. Something is coming, I can feel it at the edges. Saya frowns, her face taut and pale. Tear the flesh from her wrist and help her to her feet? I want to see the dandelion field. Will you walk with me for a bit? You should be resting. It's fine, really. Oh. This is the real dandelion field? That's what I thought. Saya gently pushes the cabin door open. The world outside floods your vision. The color of the field has changed. The lush greenery of yesterday is now plated in a deep, red-black shadow. The sparse blades can't hold their ground, warped and consumed by the decay. Dissolution. You look sad. Yesterday this was a beautiful field of dandelions. Today dissolution has found it, swallowed it whole. In a few days it'll be completely gone. And after enough time, even the memory of it will fade, even from yours. Doesn't that grieve you? Is that how you feel? Do you see it differently? There are always so many different things in this world, and the stronger ones seize and plunder from the weaker. That's just how it is, isn't it? No, that's exactly why Mythic exists. We stand between dissolution and everything it would swallow. Lives and memories, they may not be powerful, but still carry their own light. And that includes you, Saya. Is that so? She murmurs it to herself. In that case, maybe you're right. The end. You trek through the repeating landscape for what it feels like forever until a sliver of something different finally breaks the monotony. Another dandelion patch? Saya has her head down, breathing softly. You can't see her face. This is the cabin we started from. Look over there. Point to the corner of the room, the piece of flesh you'd torn from Saya's wrist and thrown aside this morning. You've been walking in circles? There's nothing in this domain but desolation. It's just as well. We can rest for a while. She smells like it's nothing, but her voice frays at the edges, trembling slightly, in a way she can't quite hold back. Sigh, your body. I'm just a little tired. Right before your eyes, her knees buckle. She falls straight down as if everything holding her up has simply given out. Saya! Deep in the night, Saya burns with fever. Follow in her directions. You build a fire from materials you couldn't name if you tried. Oh. If I had known you were this ill, I never would have let you walk all day. It's alright, I don't think I'm sick because of the walking. Anyway, can we talk for a bit? Of course, what would you like to talk about? This morning you said you and Mythic want to fight the dissolution, to protect other people, to protect me. Did you really mean that? Every word. I swore it on the day I was granted the silver key. I'm also wondering in the main story, or the main Song of Saya story, if she was promised something, and that's probably why like the story gets like it gets all corrupted and stuff or whatever with flesh and whatnot, because like I don't know, I guess the MC broke that promise or something. I don't know. Maybe she was like a childhood friend. I mean, she looks like a kid. She looks young. So I'm assuming she was like a childhood friend, and like the MC has grown up or something, and like he's moved on. Maybe not forgetting about the wish or whatever, but like or the promise. But I don't know. I mean, he's still like maybe a you know, he's just living his life that maybe he does forget a bit, and then maybe that kind of like changes shit. I don't know. I'm just like just making assumptions like for the story of something I don't even play or that I don't even plan to play. Maybe I'll look up the actual story of the other one, since again I don't think I could stream it, but uh yeah, I don't know. It seems interesting. Your voice comes out steadier than you expected. The moment the words leave your lips, the ceremony surfaces in your mind. The cool weight of the silver key settles into your palm, the solemn gazes of the crowd, the burning resolve in your heart, and when you close your fingers around it, Saya falls quiet for a moment. The firelight gilds the small cover of her silhouette in a warm amber glow. Then, if one day you lose your power as a keeper, if you become an ordinary person, and can no longer shoulder the duty against dissolution, what would you do? Well, I've already thought about that. You lean back, bracing your hands on the grass behind you, tilting your face up toward the stars. I'd spend the rest of my life with the people I love, quietly, ordinarily. When we're old and gray, too tired to run anymore, we'd sit around the hearth and retell the same silly scrapes from our youth until everyone knows them by heart. Ramona would still be correcting every single name Lord Dexter mispronounced. I'm curious though. It did cross my mind. It does say Ramona's missing. I wonder, is she actually missing in the main story too, or is she missing just in this collab? Curious. Again, since I'm not, caught up. Romano would still be correcting every single name Lord Dexter mispronounced. William would have that name perfectly composed look on his face, holding a book while he's reading while his ears are perked up. Professor Zort would still be clutching her vodka, dragging everyone into song the moment she hits her stride. You turn your head. Saya's watching you quietly. The firelight flickers in her eyes like tiny captured stars. That sounds wonderful, but no. Her voice catches. She looks away, her eyes clouding over, fixed on the void of a dark corner. If you were separated from them, if there was no one left beside you, what would you do then? Yeah, she's describing herself, right? She's like by herself, I'm assuming. Did they leave, or did they never exist to begin with? Dang, that's fucked up. Did they never exist to begin with? Are they talking about... Dang, that's crazy to think about. Now I'm wondering, like, if she never existed, or if Saya and the MC and the characters in the other story, in her story, were actually just never real. That would be fucked up, too. Dude, so many questions, so many, like, things I could, like, imagine. Man. If you still had the memories of meeting them, of time spent together, but too much time has passed. Memories are in pieces, and you don't even know if they're real. As long as I can still remember, I'll go looking for them, wherever they are, whatever it takes. There is not a flicker of hesitation in your gaze. If you can't find them. If you keep looking all the same, down every road, over every mountain, across every sea, until the search itself saw me through to the last of my days, and when the last moment came, when my eyes finally closed, I think I would find myself whole. For I would have lived with memories worth keeping and a destination I was bound to reach no matter the cost. The search itself is the meaning. Hopefully that's not what the One Piece is. Right? God, dude. I think, if I remember correctly, okay, I know this is about One Piece now, but I think Oda said that it actually is something, and it's not something like that. It's not like some, like, meaning behind the journey type of thing. Or the power of friendship or whatever. At least that's what I think I remember him saying. Or mentioning. That it's actually like a treasure, or it's something. Right? Because because if One Piece actually ended like that, wouldn't it just... I think I would just not enjoy it as much as I have been, or at least back then. I don't know. We'll see, though. I need to catch up on One Piece. Anyway, back to the story. The search itself is the meaning. Silence falls as your words settle. Only the soft rustle of dandelions in the breeze remains. Saya? Saya's closed her eyes. Her face is pale, almost translucent. Your heart tightens. Saya? She's dead. You lean in and find her breathing in slow and even, her chest rising and falling in the faintest rhythm, like the tiniest ripple on a still lake. You're just asleep. I'm a little tired too. The relief hits all at once, and with it the exhaustion of the day and the visual strain of the hellscape finally overcome you. Before the end arrives, this night, too, slips quietly through your fingers. Okay. Damn, another story? Again, I don't know how long it is, but... After the rain... Every rain will stop, every dream will end. Take one more breath of the damp air and let the rain's lingering touch stay a little longer. When you wake, the light has changed. The damp air carries a pristine, washed scent. What presses through the gaps in the door is no longer the wind, but a quiet beam of light. It's so quiet outside. The rain has it stopped? Saya looks toward the window, her gaze cloudy and unfocused. Sunlight falls into her eyes the way a stone falls into still water and raises no ripple at all. It has. The words come out rough. How nice to feel the sun. She smiles, reaching out toward where the light falls, like a plant leaning into the sunlight. Will you help me outside? That's a cool thumbnail, but there's bounds of uh, tendons and flesh there. So I don't think I could, I'm just gonna have to keep the other thumbnail, you know? I just want to know what made what made like all the flesh stuff become like that in the other one in Song of Saya? Like, why does it become so grotesque like that? I don't know. Uh, Guide her to sit against the cabin wall. Even the short stretch leaves her breath coming in shallow. Labored gasps. Saya, your body? Don't worry about it. I think my time is almost up. You can feel it too, can't you? The barrier blocking our link is crumbling. It won't be long before it collapses entirely. When it does, we should be able to establish the link you spoke of. But once the link is formed, Saya may disappear. That barrier is her last shield, and it's only thinning because her strength is failing. Please don't hold back. Having you here with me, being able to talk like this, I'm truly happy. She squints against the light, offering a genuine yet fragile smile. You can hardly bring herself to look, but you force yourself to carve every detail in memory. I'll stay with you until the very end. Come on, don't look so heavy. Let's pick up where we left off yesterday. You said that even without your power, even with no one left beside you, you'd keep going. I want to know why. Why? Sunlight after rain is sharp enough to make your eyes sting with unshed tears. Draw a slow, steady breath. Because I love Wait, he loves Ramona? Wait, in the story he actually likes her? Wait, that's really cool. I didn't know that. I mean, I could have. I mean, obviously, like it. I'm not that far in the story where it's showing you like the MC is showing affection toward Ramona, but the fact that he just at least here straight up says I love her. You don't see that in gacha games and whatnot. Like you really don't. At least for characters, and it doesn't. And that's for a reason. Fans like get super mad when their characters like fall for, you know, other characters because it's like people for some reason are weird, man. Like they could have this weird thing like even if they're fictional characters, they get this like perception type thing like where it's like they're mine. They love me even though they don't exist, right? In reality, it's like I I don't know, like people get butthurt that oh, like this character, this fictional character likes this other fictional character and it's like brother, it's just a story. It's a game or a movie, like it's fine. But this is interesting. I did not expect this. This actually hit like I did not expect this actually. Because I love Ramona. I love Oh. Am I getting this wrong? I love everyone at Mythic University. I thought he meant he actually loved her. Oh, frick. Does he not? Okay, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. It made it seem like he actually loved her. Shit, I was going on a tangent there. Fuck. Okay. And I know with certainty that they love me too. Okay, well. But you're so far apart, you can't touch each other, you can't confirm what the other feels. In a world with something like dissolution, how can you be sure the people you miss haven't already forgotten you? Her voice is soft, almost like a dream, murmured on the edge of sleep. Dissolution may erase presence, but the silver core ties Ramona and me together across the sea of the subconscious. You look up toward the distance, the horizon after rain is impossibly clear. The wind tears a gap through the clouds, and a pillar of golden light pours through, striking the distant ridge. Hmm? I can feel her presence, even now, even scattered across different worlds. That hasn't changed. I'm trying to hear the song. It's the Song of Saya song, right? That we heard? They're whistling it, though. Ah. It's a neat little melody. Also. Hmm. She tilts her head slightly. True lovers don't need to stand side by side to feel their bond, or to confirm their love. Oh, that's gonna mess with her, isn't it? With Saya, maybe. No matter how many times the world ends and restarts, I will always find Ramona, and she will make the same choice. I just know it. The thoughts and feelings we share in the sea of consciousness will never be severed. Saya stays quiet for a long time. The rain-washed wind drifts through the cabin, brushing across her bloodless cheek. Then she smiles. Such a fierce, unshakable trust, such a great love. When she says the word love, there's no envy in her voice, no sorrow, no trace of longing, only profound tenderness. Wait, really? I thought she would be like jealous a little bit or something. Guess not. Like a traveler who has walked alone through a long winter's night and at last glimpses the first light of dawn on the far edge of the horizon, she may never reach it, but just knowing the light exists is enough. Saya smiles, lost in a trance. Then she reaches out toward you. Hold my hand. Her hand is pale and slender and trembling slightly. She cannot see you, yet her hand extends unerringly in your direction, as if guided by something older than sight, deeper than language. You reach out and take her hand, and in the instant your palms meet, a sharp pain explodes behind your eyes. Something far keener than that, searing, incandescent, drives itself like a lightning bolt through your skull, striking straight into the deepest core of your mind. Your vision reveals violently. You see dandelions glistening in the sunlight. Saya's pale and tranquil profile, the smile curling her cracked lips. And then it all snaps into a universe of flesh. The sky turns blood red. The earth turns blood red. In the Saya right before you. No. Two worlds flash, overlap, and fuse in your sight. Two rivers that should never have met collide violently at an impossible junction. The link between you and Saya is complete. It's just still going. Mental landscape. Like a song, like a poem, like a dream. The world is made of sand? Amidst the winds that have swept this desert for ages, you stand adrift, looking out over it all. Where is this? No sledge of dissolution, no sprawling masses of gore. The landscape here is solitary, pure, and beautiful. Here is my mental landscape. A fragment of my existence, something irreplaceable, something that should never be forgotten. The sand shifts and rolls, and in the far corner of the desert, two figures emerge. A beautiful girl and a young man. Hand in hand, they walk together across the howling wasteland. She giggles, throwing her arms open to embrace the wind. The young man beside her leans in, listening attentively to her every lovely word. The sky is clear, yet tinged with a quiet melancholy, but in their shared silhouette you catch a glimpse of quiet, unbidden joy. Even if there was no one else around, even if they received no understanding or blessings from anyone, their love still... Then the dream cuts off, the sandstorm sweeps everything away. The world plunges into a void black. Oh, it's showing her. What's her name again? Teenst? Tent? Teent? Tenst? Tenk? Tink? I don't know her name. I don't know how to pronounce it either. There was once a singer making her way among the stars. In a barren and desolate universe, she found a silver coin lying in the dust. The moment she touched it, I woke. I had lost all memory, but I knew one thing. I had to find that irreplaceable person. I asked the singer if we could travel together, but the request was refused. I'm gonna find the one who means the world to me, my sister. That was what she said. I don't know anything about her either, to be honest. I hope you find your love as well, Saya. I truly wish you a happy ending. With those words, the singer departed, and so left without my past, and now without the singer. I carried her blessing with me as I walked alone through this world, to find the one who was once irreplaceable, to piece together what I'd lost. I kept moving forward, believing that what I sought was waiting just ahead, until at last I met you. Farewell. Bloom, dance. You have resolved that no matter how treacherous the road ahead, you will never let go of her hand. In the moment we part, may the upturned world be painted over with reality. Farewell. The world has become normal again, normal by the standards of your world. Yellow sand, smothered in dissolution, sludge stretches into an endless howling expanse. Only the small cabin in the woods is drenched in the raw, fleshy color of innards. And through the link, you sense Saya inside. You know her end is mere heartbeats away. I believe our souls are linked now, and with that, the barrier will vanish completely. To be able to feel this way in my final moments, I'm content. Thank you. Now leave this place. Walk out into the sand. At the edge of that sea of dunes, you'll be reunited with your past. It's alright, even when I'm gone from this world or consciousness, we'll remain connected through the silver cores. Before the end, will you let me see her true form? Does she have one? I kind of was thinking that too. As I am now? Probably better if you don't. After the link just now, a lot of things changed. About that, I had a dream. In the dream, Ramona had become... No matter how many times you've turned it over in your mind, the image still resists words. Your body recoils before your thoughts can catch up. I know. You were terrified, repulsed. The domain is part of my mental landscape, so I could feel it. I'm truly sorry for what I put you through. No, that's not what I wanted to say. I mean, back then I didn't know if that thing wrapped in flesh was really her, but now I do. That was the Ramona I know, so I'm not afraid now. The words steady you. Your voice gradually grows firmer. Appearance doesn't matter. What matters is only the link between me and my awakeners. The ones that run through the silver cores. I've seen too many things like this to be shaken by my appearances alone. I have seen a heart of pure gold born from the foulest mire in the world. I have seen love, true tender love, take root in the most feverish desire for procreation, so everything falls silent. After a long pause, a smile ripples through the other side of the link, calm and serene. I'm so glad I met you. The man trembles violently, and you fall into that dream again. Welcome to welcome to Mythic University, Sentient. The viscous, guttural sound crawls out of a mass of writhing, rotting flesh. In a world blanketed in gore and sludge, Ramona, slick with fluid, reaches out. Her fingers barely graze your pinky. I'll never forget this moment. You whisper softly in her heart, "May the silver key light your path." In the midst of flesh and dissolution, you firmly grasp Ramona's hand, staring straight into her hollow eyes and bloodstained form. May the silver key guide us. The radiance of the silver key diffuses across the entire world. Pure white figure surfaces in your mind. It is Saya smiling. Something like beautiful wings flutters in the wind. Dandelions take flight, scattering into the azure sky. The moment every seed breaks free from the stem, the hazy, dreamlike world recedes into reality. You wake from the dream, and all things reveal their true forms. Thank you. Seem to hear a whispered farewell by your ear. Is it an illusion? At some point, a silver core appears in your palm. It's crazy because the song makes it eerie. It is the same core Tinkst once found, the one imbued with eternal longing. When the time comes, you'll be able to use it to awaken her eternal love. The love of Saya, the awakener. Dang, Finn? Is that how it ends? Just like that? So there's one playable stage done. Yeah, one playable stage. Interesting. I think... Okay, so... Unlike the Wua collab, this is what I'll say. Unlike the Wua collab... The Wua collab was good. I gave the story itself on Wua like a 7. Like, at first I gave it like a 6, but then I increased it to like a 7. After like letting it sit for a day and thinking about it. Then the overall experience for that one, I gave like an 8. Here, I think, again, it's a visual novel, and you can only do so much with that, right? With gameplay experience besides the gameplay and that we currently know in this game, and then the story. I will say though, story-wise, I'm probably gonna give it like. I'd probably give it like a 6. But here's the thing. Overall, the overall collab and how I felt as I read this, I think as I read it, even though I give it a 6, the story, just the story, the whole collab itself is insanely good. I love the collab in this game. It's super good. I gave that probably like a 10. But as I read this, though, I will say this. Again, it's a 6 from me. But it made me think so much of, like, the other Song of Saya story. And just, like, all the what-ifs of, like... Because, again, I have not read that. It makes me wonder... You know, what happened in that one. Like, the way they speak and the way, like, the little foreshadowing they do towards, like, what happened, or what they allude to what happened in the other one, or, like, little bits and pieces of it. You know, like, they mentioned the MC in there, like, oh, I, like, had a, you know, somebody special too, but, oh, I've forgotten. And obviously you see the silhouette, like cased in, like, you know, like a ice, like, visage, right? Like, it looks like just, you know, I think the fun I had while reading it, and it constantly made me thinking about what happened in the other one, is what I enjoyed the most about this, in my opinion. So I still think it's a good experience, though, in my opinion. I enjoyed reading it still, even, you know, I still had fun and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I could have done. I mean, you know, story-wise, but in my book, I think a 6 or above is still, like, passable. Like, it's still good. Like, it's not bad. Nowadays, like, you know, I think if you hear, like, something's like a 7 or like a 6 in a rating, that it's, like, considered, like, mid or bad or, like, terrible, which it's really not. Like, I think the perception of that in this day and age has, like, slowly changed when it... I don't know why, right? Like, it's just kind of different now, but... Again, like, for me, I still think anything above, like, a 5, like, I think, like, 6 and above is, like, pretty good for me still. Like, obviously really, really good is, like, an 8 or above for me. Or maybe, like, a 7. Or, yeah, like, really good You know, like, again, if you want to be like on my anime tier list and stuff like that, it's probably gonna need to be like an 8 or above. But again, like, there is like really, really bad like collab stories, and I don't think this was like terrible. Again, I had fun reading it, and like all the stuff it like made me think about and alluded to towards the other one. I really wish I could read it on the stream, but I don't think I can, unfortunately. Like, that's kind of like bordering like where I could get in trouble with Twitch if I do. It's too gory, and like if there actually is nudity, I don't want to like, yeah, I don't want to get banned or anything. But yeah, I think that is gonna do it though. I think there was only like one part of it, the memory section, huh? So again, I didn't know how long it was gonna be, so it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stages, 7 parts. Not too shabby. So it wasn't a super long experience. So I could have probably done this a while back, to be honest, but we're doing it now, right? But yeah, either way, for those that got this far with me on the YouTube VOD for this, or the stream section, yeah, if you guys ever have any comments on this experience, let me know your thoughts and opinions. I mean, I'd love to know. But yeah, I think if we back out of this for a bit. Oh, look, she's right here now, right? The multiverse link. Here, I'm actually gonna write that down. Give me one moment. Let me actually type that out. Hold on. Let me make a new note. Multiverse link. There. It's for my title. I like categorizing like the videos and the story segments differently. Like Multiverse Link is for the collabs, and then like the dreamscapes and everything, the psyche deep dives and whatnot. But yeah, that was the experience with that. We got that taken care of. We got Saya too, finally. Cool beans. And we got 150 summons for doing that. Oy. We got this too, and then we got this nice little nameplate, or a profile picture. Heck yeah, man. Cool beans, cool beans. Let me exchange all of this stuff real quick. Damn, I still can't get this one. Interesting. But yeah, that is gonna do it. Appreciate you guys chilling and hanging out with me again on the Twitch side of things, or the watching this when I post it on YouTube means a lot. Again, if you guys have any comments or want to let me know anything, let me know in the comments below, and I will catch you guys on another one. That was a pretty fun experience. I was looking forward to reading that for a while. Again, it took couple of weeks since the collab aired, but hey, we got it done. But yeah, hopefully pretty soon I could actually continue with the chapter 5, maybe not too long in the future. I do want to catch up on some PGR and some of my other gachas and start doing more variety again pretty soon. I want to play another new variety game pretty soon, yeah, so hopefully we can do that. But yeah, look forward to that. We're gonna end it on that. That's gonna do it. Appreciate you guys chilling and hanging out, and I'll catch you guys on another one. Laters.